Some days you're gonna feel real motivated. Some days you're not. Either way, the work don't care. Either way, the work don't care. So ask yourself this: am I showing up to be the best version of myself? Because either way, this work gotta get done. And you either gonna do it intentionally or against your own will. You see, I'm used to being ahead of the schedule as far as this recording thing, right? And the baby was crying, she needed a diaper changed. The 2-year-old was just being a 2-year-old, losing her mind. And my wife just got home from work, and the whole house is in just disarray. Now I could have easily just got down on myself and, would have been like, oh man, I can't do this today. Like, it's just too much, I got a batch of sourdough cookies that I want to make tonight to just test it out, so I can get some testers out there for the weekend, right? Don't know if that's gonna get done, because the dough gotta chill for 2 hours. That's what my recipe calls for. So I say that to say all this. The work gotta get done. It don't care that you ain't getting no sleep today. It don't care that you're running off 16 hours with no sleep. This work gotta get done. This is what you signed up for. Long days, late nights, early mornings, all of it. I want all of it. I need all of it. It's for me. It's for the taking. Either way, the work don't care. You could say this all till you blue in the face, how much you want something, but until you validate it every day, you wake up reassuring yourself that I am working towards what I need to become the best version of myself. Ask yourself this: what is it that's holding me back? Why is it that every time I get hit with a little bit of discomfort, I switch up and I switch up on myself, even though I know what I'm supposed to be doing at all times, even though I know that by me putting this off until tomorrow, I'm robbing myself of my magnificent future. So why do we do that? Ask yourself that. Why do we do that? Knowing that we want to be better, we want better for ourselves, for our families, for our future selves. But yet we constantly recommit to our old and our present state. Again, it's like yesterday's video. What space are you operating from? Because at the end of the day, the work don't have emotions. It's black and white. Ain't no gray area. It's either you is or you ain't. You doing or you not. You having or you lacking. Which one it's gonna be? Ask yourself. I mean, let's take a mental inventory, people. Like, you woke up this morning. What did you do on your power list? What did you check off today? How did you move the needle, the goalpost, a little bit closer to what you needed to be? Ask yourself that. It's not going to be easy to take these self inventories on a daily basis, because it's like you're going to be saying to yourself, I'm not making any progress. X, Y, and Z. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to start talking yourself out of things. Man, I ain't got to make that video today. Or I ain't got to do that sketch today. Or I don't have to make that recipe today. It's the mental reps that you get constantly, day in and day out. You're really training your subconscious mind. You're reprogramming the whole thing. The work doesn't have emotions. When the going gets tough, you gotta keep strutting, putting your best foot forward. The sun will come out tomorrow. That's for sure. That's almost guaranteed. We know the sun gonna come up and the moon gonna come out. Those are two things that's a fact. Some of y'all might say that's not guaranteed. Okay, touche. What did you consume today? Because I guarantee whatever you consumed had something to play on your emotions. Either got you in a state of gratitude because you just so happy-go-lucky, you just love what you seeing outside of this world. It's probably not the case. If you sitting back watching TV or you on social, somebody's programming you. You letting the algorithm program you. But shout out to you for clicking on this video because, hey, this is something different. I'm trying to program you to become something different. To operate from your most highest self. That's what I'm trying to do. Ask yourself this. Where do I want to be 10 years from now? Who do I want to become? Imagine if you was a foreign exchange student or you was in the military family and you just got dropped off in the middle of nowhere, didn't know nobody, and you just got to create a new you. Man, that's got to be like the best thing ever. Don't nobody know you. You can make up whoever you want to be and start acting accordingly, moving in that divine alignment with that character that you just created. And guess what? Don't nobody know the difference because don't nobody know you. People only view you based on what you put off into the universe, in the world, into the atmosphere. Right? I'm sure my neighbor's looking at me every day around this time like, oh, here go the video guy again with the tripod. Come on, Pooch, I love you too. I wonder what he's recording. I wonder what he's doing. Like, is he famous? Is he an influencer? He's crazy. He's weird. Whatever the case may be. I'm creating my own reality in my own world, my own character. And guess what? Can't nobody tell me differently. Because I'm me. And I'm 100% authentically me. And I mean that wholeheartedly, to the core. You know, I'm doing these things as far as creating, because I'm trying to discover who I am. And it's one of them things that basically, if you don't keep it at the forefront, you will get lost. It's only a matter of time. You get lost and you don't really understand where you're going. So, you know, truth be told, I'm not saying that I just got it perfect and I got it all mapped out, but every day I have to sit in communion with myself to remind myself, okay, what does it say that you wanted to do this week? Okay, out of the 7 tasks that you got, you didn't get 100%, but are you at least 80%? Are you going hard enough in the paint? You know, a lot of times us as guys, you know, we just go. We forget about the home front, you know. Shout out to my wife, you know, she's solid, you know. You know, my mind says that, okay, you do X, Y, and Z to the umpteenth power, and that's enough. Yeah, I do work 2 jobs. I do bust my ass. I do all the grocery shopping. I do, you know, all the yard work. Not to play into gender roles, but I still got to show up to be a husband and a father. You know, I can't just be so tired where I check out. That's not fair to them. So it's a constant daily battle. Guess what? The work don't have no emotions. I still got to change them diapers. I still got to do bath time. I still got to spend quality time with the wife. Even though I just want her to stop talking. Love my baby. But I'm not saying because I want her to stop talking because I don't like to hear her. I'm just tired and I want to check out. I want to go to sleep. So it's those things. And it's anybody. It's like, man, stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you right now. I literally just want to be in my own thoughts, in my own mind, just vibing with myself right now. That's what I would like to do. And believe me, it's not easy. Not everybody's built for this lifestyle. They're not. It's when you get into the thick of things to see what you're made of. And yeah, we do have a goal. Will that goal get accomplished? Most likely if I got anything to do with it. But it's not easy, people. It's not. But life ain't easy. Accomplishing goals is not easy. You know, you have to steadily remind yourself of who are you and where are you going? Where's your North Star pointing? What direction are you going in? Gotta ask yourself that, because you don't want to be traveling down a road of no return where you can't go backwards. And sometimes we just are so far gone where it's hard for us to turn back and reroute and get a new route, because it kind of takes us. It's just like the GPS. You type in the address and you hit a left turn, a wrong turn, it's gonna reroute you now. You might not gotta get off on this exit. You probably gotta go around the whole highway again, and just to get back to where you're supposed to go. And then now you annoyed, you feel impatient, you just, you can go off on anybody. Let me turn this on. Oh, let there be light. And there was light, God said. Kind of like this light. I know one thing, I'm blind as hell. Man, I like to take my glasses off when I'm eating, because it's just like, it makes me, I don't like eating with my glasses on. Then I always forget to put them back on. I'm weird like that, y'all. The work does not have emotions. You know, discipline is something that you decide once and you commit to the routine daily. Discipline is something that you decide once and you commit to the routine daily. You have to decide on day one that I'm about to do this. Rain, sleet, snow, cold, hot weather, sleep, whatever Mother Nature throws at me, whatever life throws at me. Oh, if I'm in the emergency room all day because my little girl, okay, man, before midnight, shit, if I gotta work around the hospital with my tripod, I'm gonna do it, you know? Not because I feel like I just gotta, have another job of YouTube. YouTube's not the job. It's a commitment that I made to myself that I'm trying something for a year. And I'm gonna see where I get with it. Because I've been wanting to do this and I've been putting it off for so very long. And now is the time. Now is the time, people. What a time to be alive. With you and yours, and you and mine. I had a few notes though that I wanted to talk to, that I jotted down before I left the house. Let's see here. Shout out to y'all that rock with me, that's watching my videos on the daily. Y'all know who y'all are. Appreciate y'all, squad. Feelings are temporary. Responsibility is not. Remember, I told y'all, when you get any positive or negative feeling, more so with the negative feeling, you gotta let it do a drive-by. Oh, damn, my ops is on my case today. They trying to have me, flip out. I can't flip out. I'm gonna let them just do a drive-by on that emotion. Yup. They ain't gonna get me. They ain't finna shoot up my atmosphere today. Nah. But in the same token, though, on the flip side, when you have positive, when you feeling good about yourself, when you like, man, I'm that dude, I'm that girl. You also gotta remind yourself, okay, this is what a positive thought feels like. I have to remind myself that I can feel like this at all times, whenever I want, on cue, on command, because that's what I demand of myself. That's what I'm capable of. You have to constantly remind yourself of that's how powerful you are. And watch what happens. But I tell y'all, I know what I want. I got what I want. I get what I want. I know it. I know what I want. I get what I want. I got what I want. I know it. I have no fear. I do everything well. I know what I want. I get what I want. I got what I want. I know it. It's a real thing, people. Positive self-talk. The work doesn't respond to emotion. The work don't respond to emotion. I don't care how little effort you putting in, how big of an effort you putting in. The work does not respond to emotion. I don't care if you got your upper lip poked out or bottom lip poked out. It literally doesn't matter, because you got to put the work in. The needle ain't gonna move itself, y'all. It ain't. It ain't. You can sit here and look at me till you blue in the face. And guess what? I'm gonna be like, man, so you just wasted 15 minutes of your life that you're never gonna get back, so what are you gonna do now? And you're gonna be mad, like, oh, you always on my case, right? Some of y'all know who parents, y'all do that with y'all kids all day. They think you on them, but you just want the best for them. So why not want the best for yourself, right? Emotions don't respond to the work. Let's see here. This stage, where you at, this is where discipline actually forms. When you don't allow yourself, you don't allow the bitch voice to come in, and you standing on boss principles, and you hear the boss voice all the time, yeah, that's when discipline forms. Cause you ain't letting it get to you. You like, man, look, I don't want to go do this, but I'm finna knock this out. And then guess what? When you knock it out, you got the video done. You got the new recipe done. You got the business plan done. Then what? Now on to the next thing. Cross that off. Now go to the next thing on the power list. And then you look up at the end of the week, you done made strides, if not leaps, in the direction that you headed in. And you 10 times as much ahead as the next man who just getting started. Now imagine if you do that daily. It's just compounded. Daily, daily, daily. Imagine where you'll be in a week, in a month, in a year. It's possible, people. It's possible. You got to know where you're going, where you're headed. And once you know where that direction is, you don't stop moving until you're out of breath. Until your very last breath. So that means you active till the day you die. Because we ain't got time to be wasted. No, sir. No, ma'am. What else we got here? This is why most people stall here. Because they have no control over their emotions. Too easily distracted. The emotions, they come and go too easily. You don't know how to just say, nah, self, you tripping right now. You can't do that right now. Most people don't know how to do that. They don't know how to have an out-of-body experience when they're just like, they're operating from the higher self and they're like, look, self? Nah, we ain't doing that today. We get to this money today. We're gonna get to this bag today. You don't know how to do that. And I'm not saying it's easy, y'all. But you got to be in tune with yourself and ask yourself, what is going on with me? Because I'm not all the way right. And I got to get right in order to have the best and be the best. And to be able to give. If you ain't got yourself right, how you going to give to somebody else? Whether financially, emotionally, spiritually, and just be free. Have a heart of a giver and watch what comes back to you 10 times fold. Just watch. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When all the dominoes just fall in place and you like, man, it's a miracle. No, it's you did the work. You've been doing the work. Don't doubt yourself like that. It's possible, y'all. It's possible. When's the last time somebody called you out on something, said you couldn't do something, and it just pissed you off? It really just took you to a whole nother level. You like, oh yeah, motherfucker? Oh yeah. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm that dude. I'm that girl. I'm the woman. I'm the man. You must have forgot. And then you don't see him for a while, and then you ain't having them talks with yourself no more. You gotta find something to be fired up about. You know, people laugh at David Goggins when he'd be out there running in the morning, and he'd be like talking shit to himself. You know, people think he crazy for that. Nah, he know what it takes to keep himself motivated because he know what it's like. David Goggins was like 300-400 pounds. He went on to become a Navy SEAL. That's some powerful self-talk. I don't care what nobody say. You go from being fat, lazy couch potato to a U.S. Navy SEAL, man, listen. That means you got some discipline about yourself, fam, for real. It's one of them things, I've had certain people in my life, that I don't really care to mention their names or their relationship to me, where they say, oh, you've been wanting to start that little business for a little while. And you know how when somebody says something to you and it's just like, you want to be like, what you mean? What you mean about that? Why you got to say it like that? But then you got to put on a face, right? Because you're in front of the friends and family and you're like, oh, yeah, that little business. Coming to you soon. Yeah, get ready. Don't say I told you so. But I keep my receipts. Yeah, on my vision board. Them subtle receipts. Yeah, on this day, this happened. I ain't got to be a person name, they picture, or nothing like that. I just know what it means. People might ask you, what is this? Why is this on your vision board? Don't worry about it. It's personal. What I said the same when he first got to Colorado? It's personal. Don't worry, we coming. We coming. I'm coming for everything. I'm coming for my dreams. I'm trying to live up to my highest self, my highest ideal of life. I'm trying to be traveling the world, y'all. I'm trying to be global with it. I want to go see the pyramids in Egypt. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Africa. I want to go see the Grand Canyon, the Mayan ruins. The Maldives, Greece. I want to go see it all. Because it's here. It's on God's green earth. And guess what? The work don't got no emotions. I can't keep wishing. The work like, man, when you gonna put in the work so I can get you there? I already know what you gonna do when you get there. I already know what excursions you gonna have mapped out. But why aren't you putting in the work like you trying to get there tomorrow? The power of visualization is real, y'all. What do you visualize for yourself in your life, for your family? What do you want for yourself? You want to still be working a job, or you want to own something? Somebody said something, that made a good comment. I was watching this dude named Sauce Walker. He was on the stream or whatever. I was driving. I was doing a drive-by on the content. I was be trying to get to the stuff that I want. And he said, he was telling somebody that posts pictures all the time of him being a passport bro and just, going on all these trips and having these nice cars and things. And he was like, man, don't you know that somebody owned them mountains? Don't you know that somebody owned that Airbnb and all that you staying in? So it's okay to go on vacation. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. But it's also about ownership. And guess what? You can't have emotions to have ownership. It's like people that say, oh man, I can never invest. I don't even know where to start. You just do. You start with what you got. If it's $5, you put $5 in the pot every week. And then lo and behold, you got, however many dollars at the end of the year. Then once you pay down debt, you get debt. Oh, you don't owe nobody now? Still living within your means? It just starts to snowball. People always give Dave Ramsey crap about his principles. his 7 baby steps plan, but his plan works, y'all. It works, but you got to work it. If you really want to live that way, to become debt free, to be free, man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, you have to work the plan. And maybe it's not his plan exactly, the Dave Ramsey plan, but you yourself have to have a plan. And you have to remind yourself of what that plan is every day. Nobody should ever have to tell you what their plan is and you're working their plan over your plan. Don't work like that. I mean, it does work like that sometimes for some people in their situations. But for you and yours, no. You got to have dominion over your life. And to start to manifest. Let me go to my last point here, y'all. Let me see here. Identity is shaped in these moments. You know, I'm going to look back on this first 30 days of January and say, wow. I literally had no idea of what I was doing. But I did it. I was recording yesterday and I only had 7 subscribers and I went to bed with 8. And it just amazes me. Somebody said, man, your content is wholesome. Like, wow. It's this video that I got, number 4 video on the year. And I think the title is, When No One Tells You About Starting From Zero. Now, when I made that title, I didn't think it would take off. And when I say take off, y'all, I think now I'm up to like 90-something views on that. So for me, that's a big deal because I think I got a video that's like 80-something, almost 90-something views. Got another one that's like 60, 70. Got one that's like, I think 30 or 40. And then the rest are like 5 here, 6 here, 9 here, 10, 1, 0, you know. So for me, it's like every time somebody leaves a comment, I'm just so appreciative because it's just like, wow, like somebody actually liked to hear me talk and they look forward to hearing my content. So whether I think I'm just rambling, like I'm here because, man, somebody is looking forward to me posting this video and then uploading to their algorithm and then they can hit play and sit back and relax tonight. Like that's inspiring. It inspires me to get better with my rhetoric, my logic, the way that I enunciate. And maybe I will start watching my videos. That's the thing. I have not watched one video that I've recorded yet, y'all. I haven't. Not that I'm afraid to. It's just maybe I might watch it after a year. You know. So now my YouTube strategist, aka ChatGPT, is now saying that I need to start to do thumbnails. Now's the time. Because they feel like my growth is not becoming stagnant, but you know, when you look at the analytics, it's basically saying no one is clicking on the videos because they don't know what to click on. Yeah, I got a good title, but they don't know what to click on. But guess what? I was getting comfortable because all I have to do was record, make a title, make a description, and then just upload. Now it's gonna take a little bit more work if I wanna continue to push forward. If I want to continue to build, I have to be able to adapt. You got proof of concept, now continue to show and prove. Show up for yourself and see where you get. I'll leave you with this, y'all. When the going gets tough and you're about to give up on yourself, just know tomorrow's a new day. You're gonna feel a lot different about yourself. Don't crash out and burn for no apparent reason. Take a breath, step back, go for a walk, get some fresh air. And if you still feel the same way after your 20, 30-minute walk, okay, go ahead and crash out. But I guarantee you're gonna feel a little bit better. Once you get some oxygen on your brain, you're at one with your thoughts, you can just be out here in nature, it might change. And guess what? When you ain't got the emotions no more, go do the work. Because now it's time to put it in. As I always tell y'all, Take what you want, leave what you don't. I'm here for y'all. I'm showing up every day. I see y'all on the next one. I love y'all, squad. Y'all have a good evening. Love.